This is finance and investing, just Joey style. And well, this, yeah, it's a little bit specific. Yeah, I know my hair's a mess. Don't worry about it. I want to show you guys some stuff that I've been learning, or at least what I see. And Shades, if you're watching this, I like hymns. I really do. Um, like you said, it's been doing great. But yeah, let's look at this. I look at charts differently than other people, so you got me thinking again. So I appreciate what you did. Uh, MACD looks very undecisive right now. Same thing with the RSI. We've got crossover across on there. I mean, we're just deciding here which way we're going to be going. And I think we have to play sentiment because the charts are all telling us, I don't know what the heck we're doing. And then if you want to play hymns for a quick pop, I think, sentiment's good. And it likes to go to what I'm seeing is 60 to 65. So you're looking for a nice, where we at? What's the price? $5 swing here? That's 10%. That's not bad. I like that. Shares. Um, or you could buy in for a long term. I like this for a long term hold. This is one of my core companies that I hold long term. I'm building because healthcare is needed and they're doing it better than just about anybody. Um, so yeah, that's the 50. That's the 200. I mean, it's strong, looks good. Market's doing well. Economy's. I mean, I think the economy is going to be doing just fine. Um, AI is going to be taking over, but money's going to be coming in. I don't know. We got weird times, so it's hard to judge. So, but let's go over here, and this is what you showed me, and I've been kind of trying to figure it out. So if the yearly looks good, like you said, consecutive years up. Okay, let's start there. Already a good candidate. And then we check the monthly. I'm still getting used to how to adjust this thing. Anyhow, monthly looks good. We don't have a cross under anything like that. The RSI has come down and cooled off a bit. It's back in the high 50s. So that looks bullish to me. And let's see here. I don't know how to read candlesticks very well yet. And then this is the weekly. So yearly look good, monthly look good. So now we check the weekly. RSI looks good. MACD, we had a cross under. We have not crossed over on the weekly yet, though. Histogram's looking better. We're still above the zero line, but yeah, it hasn't crossed over yet. So we could still we could rise. We could like pre-play it, but I don't know. It's going to be choppy. So you're taking a little bit of a risk if you're playing real short term. But if you're just going for a swing, go for $2 to $5 on hymns. When it hits, it hits. So you put 5 grand in there, make $500, probably sometime in the next, I don't know, 2 to 6 weeks. That's what I'm seeing because it likes to come back up to 60 and it's done it. It hasn't broke it yet. That's a very strong resistance. So maybe it won't retest it again. So I'm trying to learn this. So if there's anything that I'm doing wrong, speak up. But this is what I'm seeing. Also, piss off. I didn't double down on calls or anything like that, but I readjusted one, and I'll show you in a second. But no, seriously, thanks for what you did. It's pretty awesome. It's a great analysis when you look into somebody and take your experience and tell them how stupid they're being or what they're doing that's going to hurt them. But yeah, I'm starting to understand this a little bit better. Like you want to play it here because you want to make the best move. But even when you play it when the crossover confirms, you're still going to get a nice pop. and it's safer. It's more of a guaranteed move. And this is weeks. So, I mean, that's a pretty nice move right there. Even you hit the top of this band, that's 51 to 64. That's a nice move. What's that, 20% or more? Almost 30. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like this. I mean, I didn't really know how to look at the weekly and the monthly and look at the trend and stuff like that. Like I understand RSI and I kind of got MACD a little bit, but now that I wrote some stuff down, I know what to look for, and that's why I didn't post anything. I didn't really see anything today. Everything's kind of in that like indecisive mode. But I think this is a decent place to buy shares long term. Like I like HIMS better in the 40s if you can get there, but 50s is good for long term shares. But what was I going to say? I was going to show you. Oh, I also want to show you. I think HIMS is a great option. Like I think 50 looks pretty good. Where's that? Last 3 months. I don't know. 50 is not a bad entry long term, especially even for a little bit of a longer swing. So if you want to do a month out option, if you got 5 grand, you want to do a $50 option, a $50 strike, basically about a month out. We're going to go third Friday in November, 39 days. Why third Friday? It's just better volume. That's when institutions play theirs. So they're monthlies. So you're going to have more volume and stuff. Um, but right here, we're going to go put. If you sell a put to buy 100 shares there, you're making almost 10%. Look at this. You can get $480 on this trade no matter what. And you're going to buy shares of HIMS if it's below 50 bucks in the next 39 days. Like that's a steal. That's guaranteed 10% for a month on a good company that you know is going to come to 60 at some point for sure. So then you're going to be able to sell it for 20% if you don't want to be in it. And the charts look good. So, yeah, I highly recommend this trade for sure. And that's exactly how I play it. I would either buy it long-term shares and hold them forever as a long-term investment at 50 or pocket the cash. I mean, that's an electric bill right there. You got 5 grand, you need to pay your electric bill, you need to pay your rent. Jeez. Anyhow, that's a solid trade. That's exactly what I would do. I was going to show you one thing. Where's it at? I don't know if you're going to see the move. Right, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. This is going to be kind of off. This is going to say that I'm up on this because I just rolled this option. I was down almost 3 grand on it. This is one of my options that blew up, but I managed it. So uh, I sold something, took a very small loss on it because it was just an experiment anyhow. Um, and then I rolled this option for 500 bucks and I dropped the strike price by 110. So it was a $560 option for MSTR. Now it's a 450. We've already been to 450. So this MSTR moved $60 in a week. This thing can move. Now it's still a risky bet, but I just de-risked by rolling this option. And I'm going to show my account. Where's that? There we go. Right here. $505. I sold my XXRP for that. I don't know, I took like a $200 loss on it. It wasn't too bad. Um, anyhow, This option, like I said, it was down almost $3,000. So the option that's there, I have to get $3,000 up on it to break even because it's a rolled option. Yeah, you remember when we went through that, Shades? But anyhow, yes, today's been a good day. Figured it would be. That's a great sign. With last week, this is why. I mean, yeah, that sucks to see that big of a loss, but look at my month. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, I don't mind the leverage. I don't mind the volatility because my options are going to move. I mean, being 50% down on an option is the same thing like being down 10% on shares. So I'm not that worried about it. I'm more managed than I look like I am, but I'm also got a big bet, obviously, for January. I think Q4 is still going to be well. I mean, I'm taking a risk on MSTR, but yeah, I'm I'm worth I'm willing to take the risk. So, but yeah, de-risking on there, that made this option so much more valuable. Like I'll show you. I mean, I still got to where's it at? It's still got to move. Don't get me wrong. It's still got to move, but there's a perfect storm potentially brewing, which I don't want to speculate too much, but MSTR could potentially get in the SP 500, I believe, again before the end of the year for their next rebalance. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they're going to report earnings, and it's a gain. It's a $5,000 per Bitcoin gain on their balance sheet, and they own 640,000. So do that math. It's like almost 5 billion. Yeah, it's $4 or $5 billion gain. That's pretty impressive. And then, if Clarity Act gets passed, Bitcoin's going through the roof. So all that happens, these are going to happen. Now, yeah, I know that that's not a full-on guarantee, but that's the reason that I am doing this. Now, I want to show you because I rolled from a $560 option. So we're going to get the price on this again. So you got to take all this math into consideration, and I'm good at it. So, um, oh, because what I originally had was a $560 call, which was kind of a stupid move. It's out of the money options. Don't mess with them. I don't know why I did it. Rookie mistake, which is stupid. Go with at the money or in the money. You're better off. They are more expensive, but they're safer. Because if you don't reach your strike within your time, your out of money options are going to be worthless. Period. So, I mean, look at all this red down here. This option will be 100% worthless if MSTR is above 540 at $544 a share. Worthless at expiration. So if you don't do anything with this option at expiration, even if it's $240 a share above where it's at, it's worthless. But very quickly it becomes worth something if it's at 544 by mid-December. Things can change very rapidly, and this is not unheard of for this stock to move, especially if the right conditions happen. So that's why I'm playing these, and I know they're ballsy. Now, if I do have, I'll show you a difference in a second. But right here, even let's pay attention to the expirations, like where we're in profit. But we also have to take into consideration. So up here in the right hand corner, the 1800, we need that to be at, I believe, 3900. So right in between there and there. What's that? I needed this to be about $600 a share at expiration to break even on my option. This is a great tool to use. So this is what I'm basing some of my stuff off of. Now, $600 a share is definitely possible. It's also ballsy, but I also don't need it to do it here. If it does it sometime and has a big spike, guess what? I'm out of a couple of these options and I'm going to make some good profit. But this is the 560. I rolled this option down to a 450. So I'll show you how much more safe that is. At least with price, at least with price action. Where are we at? Because now I have a 450. Now look at that. Look at that safety. You saw that adjustment. Because here, I wasn't in profit anymore. I had to get this stock all the way up to $560 to break even at expiration. I need this option to be worth more than $3,900 by expiration. That dropped it all the way down to 5. And I'm in profit. Some probably about $490 a share, and I break even. At 500, I get profit. So I de-risked. So this stock now doesn't have to go up 60, 70 more dollars a share. So it cost me $500 to do that, but well worth it if I'm right. Drops it down. Now this stock doesn't have to run as hard. Now, if it does run hard, then I still make money. Now, I didn't have enough money to play a put, but I'm not this isn't protective put territory. So this was the best thing that I saw for me to do with this option. And if some kind of a trade in between now and then works out, I might try to roll down my other 500, but we'll see. The other problem is that I have another one in another account that I don't have the money to roll it, but we'll see. I might just chalk that up as a loss and the other account. We'll see. I don't know. What was I going to see? But yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I'm looking at. Also, BMNR, geez, check out. This is my community. This is my website, Financiers Joey Style. But this video, I highly recommend you check it out. BitMine Chairman's message. Now, I know this is Tom Lee, but this is his take on Ethereum and treasury companies and why he believes Ethereum is going to do what it's going to do. It's a great video. Highly recommend that you watch it. But yeah, I'm okay with the volatility, but I do want to pay attention to charts a little bit more, and I appreciate what Shades is showing me here because this looks like a jumble of freaking Pride Parade right now, but when you start looking at it like you know what you're looking at, it starts making sense. And then when you've got a baseline to go off of, like this is Meta. Oops. Shoot, too much. Anyhow, uptrend. Looks like it's wanting to try and curl over on the monthly. So we need to pay attention to that. It could bounce like it did here. We'll see. Still a pretty strong trend though. Oh, the histogram though. There's something I'm noticing. The histogram isn't as strong. So we're losing strength on the histogram. So maybe pay attention to that. We'll have to look and see if we did it back here anywhere. But I'm trying to look at patterns. Shades kind of activated my brain again, so I appreciate that. He's a great YouTuber. Well, not just a YouTuber, great guy. He knows this stuff like the back of his hand. On the weekly, we have a big cross under, so I would not buy Meta just yet if you're thinking about it. But I think I did some analysis earlier, and if you're looking at maybe getting in long term, I don't know if anybody here has got it, but sell a $70 or a $700 put. That's pretty good for this company long term. RSI looks good. Yeah, it's not a bad looking chart from what I'm seeing, but I wouldn't enter here. I don't think I'd enter here. But yeah, that's what I'm learning, Shade. So I appreciate that. The account's doing a lot better today than it was here and here just a couple days ago. So I mean, I'm managing it well. I don't have any money. I don't have any. I mean, I'm 100% margin too. So, and I don't like to do that, but I've got a decent buffer, and I'm going to change that. Like I said, this next 3-4 months of leverage, I'm going to change that a bit. BM&Rs, I'm not going to sell those. There's a couple of these I am going to hold till 2028 for a reason. And I'm telling you, watch that video. It helps back up my theory, my thesis. Getting solid amount of shares. Like some of these I might trade off. Like I alerted in my part of the Discord. I don't know how many I'm going to sell off, but I also like this as long term. So in 200 shares is like my long term cap where I want to get to, or at least the least amount that I want to get to. So that's a pretty big milestone for my account. So I'd like to keep as many shares as I can. And I believe this is going to be a very high price stock in the future. So now I'm switching over to the investing side, making about $80 a month right now, selling SoFi. What's I have our covered calls? I have a $35 covered call right now on SoFi. That's probably even too high, but I'm bullish on the stock and a month out. I should probably be selling weeklies now that I'm thinking about it, because we got a lot of volatility, or maybe even bi-weeklies. That way I can roll out and take advantage of the volatility and play a little bit more aggressive without losing my shares. Or I can buy back in on a dip. But I'd rather just roll. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that now that I'm thinking about it, because this very volatile, semi-bullish environment, bullish environment. I'm picking up shares of Palantir. It's going to take me some time to get there, but if I have some big trades play off, I could be getting close to, being able to wheel that. HIMS is the next stock that actually BM&R. I'm getting closer to 100 shares on that. HIMS and BM&R, those are the next two that I want to get to 100 for long-term shares. I love Ethereum, healthcare, and AI, Teladoc, just the future. Bitcoin, fintech. I mean, just Palantir. Palantir. I can't even explain it. SoundHound, voice, AI. That's all you need, and they're doing great. Price is doing well. I don't know how to read the chart too much. They're probably going to fall again at some point, just because they're not that big yet. So I won't sell any of these shares, but it might be a nice trade, maybe even on the way down. That one's probably going to fall hard. So puts. We'll see later on. But yeah, long term's going well. It's going to take some time to get there, but over the next 2 years, we're really going to see this account, do what I think it's going to do. And heck, I'm looking to be a millionaire in about, I don't know, 3 to 5. This is finance and investing, just Joey style.